Hello everyone, I'm Kiira of Station Square, and this is your Station Square monthly news. So a little less than a month ago, June 9th to be exact, I became mayor of Station Square, and let me tell you, it's been a wild ride for about almost a month. I decided to give you guys the scoop of what's going on in Station Square and just some of the things that I've been doing as mayor. And you guys, as the animals, have been asking me a few questions about being mayor and how Station Square was for the past month. So I'll be answering these 5 questions and sharing photos of what I've been doing on my adventures in Station Square. Also, if you stay tuned after this video, you might just get my 3DS friend code. Starting with the first question from Rod, Mayor Kiira, what was the first week of you being as mayor like?
Once my good neighbor Gail taught me how to take some pictures, I honestly just started taking pictures of everything I could. Just assuming the role of town mayor, I didn't want to miss any memory. I would just take pictures of my house, like when I first moved into my actual house instead of a tent, putting up wallpaper and laying down carpet, and I would just take pictures of every little change that happened in my house because I wanted each memory to stay with me and each picture to be there. Mostly in the first week, I just got to know my town and the animals and just updated things like the town flag and the town tune. Really couldn't ask for a better week. It was super, super fun.
The next question is from Bree, and it says, Kiira, how was the bug off? I understand that it was the first Saturday that you were mayor. How'd you do in it?
Well, I knew the bug off competition was going to be intense because everyone was talking about it. But somehow I caught a bug worth 70 points. And with that, I won and took home a trophy, and it was really, really awesome. Keaton was only 3 points behind me, and it was so close. But everyone was a good sport, and it was so much fun, and I loved that day.
The next question is from Alfonso, and it says, Mayor Kiira, what kind of projects have you done in the month of June, and tell us about them.
Our first project was the yellow bench, which was a little smaller of a project, but then we moved on to something really big, which was our bridge, and everyone was really, really excited for the bridge, as was I. Probably our biggest project. We added a caution sign because a lot of the animals were asking for a caution sign. But our latest one is a street light, which no one came to that occasion because it was like 7 a.m.
The fourth question comes from Flora, and she asks, Kiira, have you been to any other towns and visited any other mayors while you were mayor at Station Square?
Yeah, one of the first towns I actually went to was Star City, where Mayor Matthew is, and we took a boat with Captain and we went to the island, and that was the first time I went to the island, so that was really fun and memorable. I've also been to Knothole a lot of times with Mayor Auden, because we're really good friends, and we also invited my friend Becca over. Just had a really good time and just been there a whole lot with great friends. I also went to Macville, where Mayor Mason is, and let me just say, his town is full of Nintendo stuff, just like his house and just random things out in the town and just individual rooms in his house just full of Nintendo stuff. I really, really like his town a whole lot. I've also been to Onett a few times where Mayor Jesse runs the place. I've just been to so many places where it's been really fun, just with 3 other people in the town. Definitely one of my favorite things to do just in this life, and going to the club with friends is a bunch of fun too, listening to KK jam out some tunes, just going to the beach and just doing ridiculously dumb stuff. So much fun.
The final question is from Fang, and Fang says, Mayor Kiira, what are some of the highlights that you would like to share that happened at Station Square in the month of June?
Well, there was this one time when I did something for Keaton and he rewarded me with a toilet. Thanks. And I also fell into a hole when Isabel was following me and she flipped out. So funny. But I think one of the biggest highlights for everyone in the town was when Timmy and Tommy upgraded their shop. It just made the town better overall. I ended up redoing my flag to stay Station Square, and I love designing things. I made the Paramore Still Into You dress that Haley Williams wears in her video, and I decided I would wear it. I opened up the club and listened to KK sing on Saturday night, and it was awesome. Got some free music. Summer solstice also happened. It was super fun. Good thing I had some shades to keep the sun out of my eyes. And just overall, it's really, really fun to run around with the animals and to talk to them. All of them are really nice and they really love the town, except for the fact that they keep, helping me fall into holes. Thanks, guys. My house is coming along really, really well. I've had it expanded quite a few times. But just in the end, I love having friends over. It's definitely my favorite thing to do is to just get your best friends to come over and have some fun, ridiculous times in the town and on the island.
Well, that's it. That's my 5 questions. All the animals in my town asked them individually, and I hope they enjoyed my answers and enjoyed the pictures of Station Square and just my adventures in Station Square. Oh, and before I forget, I did mention that I might be giving out my Nintendo 3DS friend code. Reason being is because a lot of people on Twitter and on Facebook and just in the comments have been asking to come to my town. And I think that'd be really fun. The only little bitty issue is that I'm almost halfway full on my friends list on my 3DS. So if I add everyone that I can, it might be full. So I'm honestly just going to have to do it on a first come, first served basis. First, you have to have Animal Crossing. That's the only game I'm really playing online at the moment, so there's not really a point in adding you if I can't play with you guys online. So you have to have Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I have to be able to come to your town, and you have to be able to come to my town, and stuff like that. The second thing you need to do is, all you have to do is tweet me, at Kiira Hedgehog. I'll probably have the, thing right here somewhere, so you can type that into Twitter to search for me. Either tweet me or just direct message me. Either way will work. Anyway, guys, I hope you'll stay tuned for next month as we'll be going over the month of July. Have a really nice afternoon and don't get stung by those bees. They hurt.